All right, well, welcome back to the Tul World podcast. I'm your host, Dave Jew, and I'm here with Master Jew.
Hello there, Mr. Jew.
Or should I now say Grandmaster Jew?
You can say that. It's
GM Jew.
GM. General Motors.
Okay, yeah,
General
sure. All right, this week we're going to
General Manager. Ah.
Yeah. I think you'd be a higher position than that, so.
Then a General Manager?
Yeah.
Yeah, just General.
General, okay.
General.
There you go.
Oh, that would be
no,
General
you can't.
Che.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you
can't do that.
You
No, you can't do that.
Before we get the video started, we just want to let you guys know that we have the Tul World Summit coming up. That's on November 15th. We have a panel of 5 master instructors covering things like stick defense, sparring drills, theoretical, and we'd love for all of you guys to join us. So for more information and registration, go to toolworld.com/events. Let's jump into the video. All right, this week we're going to cover bending ready stance A.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking at bending ready, and we're particularly looking at the knee that's pointing forward. So if you do Wan Yo, and I'm assuming most people that watch this podcast probably know Wan Yo. I mean, you have to have some kind of knowledge to watch this kind of podcast. But when you do bending ready stance A, that knee comes up, right? And you can see some different variations. Some people might point that knee forward before they perform the side piercing kick, and some people might turn that body and that knee's chambered up to the side and then ready. And so some might say, well, one is for blocking because you are executing a block while doing this bending ready stance, and one is preparation for side kick or side piercing kick, right?
Yeah, the blocking idea is really a good idea, actually. Someone's kicking, you bring that knee up and they kick your knee.
Oh, okay.
And then bang!
Yeah.
Broken shin.
There you go. Ooh. All right, so what are your thoughts on that? And then as well as, let's just start there. So what are your thoughts on that?
I've always taught it as the bending ready stance A as being forward. And I kind of think, what is the angle? So it's not defined.
Well, yeah, the angle is another question because you look at the encyclopedia and that guy's knee, like looking at Wan Yo, is neither straight forward and neither to the side. It's like kind of a little somewhere in between.
Is that a photo error? I'm not sure.
We're only looking at Wan Yo, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you could go back and look at all the other patterns that might have.
But they all have different people doing it.
They have different
days, so.
One of the problems I think with some of this, like the photos and stuff like that, is that there's so much. So when you look at these photos, they're doing a lot of photos and you're kind of pressed for time. It's kind of like doing these podcasts, actually. And whether you get it right or wrong, sometimes we just blurt out stuff and go, oh, that's not right after you watch it. Are you going to go back and fix it? Oh, you can, but it's just a lot to do. So I kind of think that maybe the photos, it looks kind of acceptable. It's okay. To get the real answer is to actually go to like a seminar. The problem now is everyone has maybe a little bit different idea about the techniques. The only person that could really answer that question, I think, would be General Che. But
if you wanted a defined answer.
If you wanted a defined answer, and I don't think, we can't do that now.
Yeah.
So then you kind of have to rely on, how accurate do you remember, and why is it that? Why is it right?
And he might have said different things for different seminars.
No, he did.
Because, you can't always go based on the videos because he even acknowledges that himself, right? So the book, but it's not like it's written out exactly in the book either.
Right. So I definitely think the book can be a little bit vague. He did say, like you mentioned earlier, well, you said this at one seminar, you said something else in a different seminar. And the answer is, you have a book? Read it.
Right.
Because that's what I wanted. But then, again, I don't think that there's going to be some error because it's a lot of work. And like I said, you want to take a bunch of photos and which one's right. And, should we go back and do it? I've always taught it as a bending ready stance. A is pointed forward. It's generally used for any side kicks, right? Side piercing kick, side thrusting kick, so forth, right?
Okay.
Wan Yo is a side piercing kick, And so if you look at the way the kick for side piercing kick, what does that mean? It means that the attacking tool is going to rotate as piercing. In the English version, piercing is not what we're really talking about. It's the Korean terminology, apcha choreogi.
Yopcha.
Yopcha choreogi, which means like punching or twisting, right? Like saju choreogi. That's twisting. That's choreogi is the punch or it's the twist of the punch, right? Or punch, because punching is full twist of the attacking tool. I would say piercing is the foot rotation. And I've seen how much twisting do we have in that side piercing kick. Benry stance A and Benry stance B is the intermediate position of the kick. However, we could use it as like a guarding block, like a guarding block in a way.
Or picking up the leg.
Bringing up the leg, right. So, but really it's the intermediate position for the kick itself. So Benry stance B, I know that's not the one we're talking about. Benry stance B is like for front snap kick. The knee comes up and goes straight out. Or it's a intermediate position for the back kick. The knee comes up and it goes straight back. Benry stance A is the same for side piercing kick or side thrusting kick. So the knee has to be up for the side piercing kick. And I think if I was in a right L stance and I wanted to kick with my front leg, I would bring that knee up. And that's your Benry stance A. And so what angle would that be? It would be 15 degrees.
Yeah,
because your foot is already pointed in 15 degrees. So when I lift that leg up, and if I don't shift the other foot, I just lift it up, the knee follows that foot as it comes up. So I would say 15 degrees.
Right.
It's not written down, but that's the way I look at it. And then when you execute the technique, because the knee is forward, the foot actually, it has to come up. It's gonna chamber back, obviously.
Right.
But the foot's got to rotate as well. So I've seen some students, when they bring the leg up, the foot is straight up, not even pointed 45 or 90 degrees, but it's straight up. And then when you execute the technique, the foot would rotate.
Yeah.
And that's how they perform the kick. I can do that. Is it powerful enough? I'm not sure if it is, or I don't. I kind of think it's not.
Well, yeah,
because you got to chamber a little bit back more. So at some point you got to chamber that knee back towards your chest, and then it has to shoot out. But I think that the Benry stance A helps with that rotation. If I chamber my leg up to the side, then it becomes more like a side pushing kick. Now, side pushing kick is just a variation of the side piercing kick, isn't it? It's just that there's no rotation of the foot.
I mean, I think something to think about. But, bending ready stance is a ready stance. It's just like parallel ready stance, closed ready stance, right? All these different ready stances. And these are just preparations before another movement. So theoretically, would you say that is the primary reason? Because you could execute the block, but is that really... I mean, yes, you can block because you're obviously blocking while doing the stance. Is that a primary application or is that a secondary? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. I think it's more of a secondary than it is a primary.
So the primary is usually preparing and practicing and learning for side piercing kick.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that you can't do it, but I have to understand how the kick is supposed to be delivered. And so if we break it down into those positions or, the intervals, then I would say the knee is forward if I'm doing a side piercing kick. Even if I kick with the back leg.
Yeah, that knee comes down the center.
It's
facing forward and then you twist into that kick.
It comes up and it twists.
Yeah.
It's still got to chamber back. Yeah. But at some point it's pointed forward, and then it's going to chamber. Your foot might still be up, and then when you kick, the foot is going to rotate. That's why I'm not sure if I'm doing a side piercing kick and the foot is straight up. That means I couldn't really. I don't know. I could go back. You could go back and try. You can't chamber that knee back as much. It's just kind of coming up and then out.
All right, thanks for jumping to another Tul World podcast. As always, don't forget to be safe,
Keep training.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Take one.